Hey everyone, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be checking out the Phoenix USA Baby Moon 10.5 inch and 12 inch hubcaps. So with these are just going to more or less snap right onto your wheel and help clean up the appearance of it. You know, these seem like they're really popular on a ton of different applications. You know, trailers like this, more retro campers, people fixing up older cars, all kinds of things, you know. And so it's pretty convenient. And in our case today, I think I'm actually going to hold on to these. It's my father's trailer. I was doing some work on it for him. And he kept talking about this beauty ring here, right? Which doesn't come with the hubcap, you know, but he's saying he's kind of proud he's been able to manage to hold on to it and keep it on the trailer for quite some time now. And so, you know, it kind of got me wondering if we could put the center caps back on it. I don't know what happened to them. There was something on it eventually, but they're long gone. And with these, they're a really good fit. And so I think when I return the trailer, I'll bring it back with these on it for them. I'd say probably the most important thing when picking out something like this is determining the size of your wheel, what type of wheel you have, things of that nature. That way you make sure that they actually fit, and we'll discuss all that in a minute. But given that there are a handful of hubcaps out there, I just wanted to do a quick comparison. So this one here is made by Americana. It's a little bit different size, but the concept's gonna, you know, be the same. So with the Americana ones, these are steel, but they're chrome plated, as to where the Phoenix USA ones like this are stainless steel, right? And they're polished up. So as far as the quality goes, I would imagine the stainless steel would hold up a little bit better. Hard to say, you know, until you put some miles on them and they sit out in the weather and things like that. But that would be my logic, at least, as to where the chrome plating, you do get kind of more of a pop and you know, a brighter, shinier finish, I guess you could say. But my experience with really anything chrome plated is that it's almost inevitable. Over time, you know, you'll probably end up getting some surface rust, or, you know, it might start to flake away and things like that. So just something to keep in mind. And, you know, if you're always out in really extreme conditions or something like that, that's where the stainless might be a better option for you. With probably one of the most popular questions being in regards to fitment, figured we'd go over some measurements to help you figure out if this will work with your particular application. We'll first start with the smaller of the two, the 10.5 inch one. So this is designed to work with 13 inch, 14 inch, and 15 inch conventional trailer wheels, and with bolt patterns that are 6 on 5.5. And as far as the measurements go, the overall diameter of this is going to be about 10.5 inches. The overall height will be about 3 3/16 of an inch. And I measured the ID, right, because there's a little lip that runs around here that actually catches your wheel and holds it in place. But I measured from the furthest point to the furthest point, and that was roughly 10 3/8 of an inch. So I feel like that should be right, considering you want these to be kind of a tight, snug fit when you go to actually put it on your wheel. As far as the larger one goes, this 12 inch one, that means it's going to be 12 inches in diameter, and this is designed to work with 16 inch conventional wheels that have a 6 on 5.5 or an 8 on 6.5 bolt pattern. The ID of this one from inside to inside is about 11 11/16 of an inch, and this one's from the bottom to the top going to be 3 inches tall. With those measurements in mind, though, you know, those may not hold true across the board, you know, set in stone, right, if that makes sense. And today we have a perfect example of that. We have a 15 inch trailer tire, but it's a 5 lug, right? When the 10.5 inch hubcap says it'll work with 6 lug type wheels. But what I did was check the wheel actually. And this inner portion here, this is where the hubcap would snap onto. You know, in 4 different spots, we have some of these raised edges here, and those are on the wheel to allow you to snap a hubcap onto this. And so what I did earlier, I removed this cap so I could get a better measurement, but I just measured from the end to the end, and that was roughly 10.5 inches. So pretty confident, you know, given the other specifications, that there's no reason that these hubcaps shouldn't just push right into place. So it might be worth checking out your wheels as well. As far as getting these actually installed, they just push right onto the wheel, and we're getting ready to do ours. So what I did was just take some painter's tape, put it around the hubcap, you know, where you're gonna be grabbing and stuff. That way we don't scratch it or anything like that. And it sounds like people have a variety of techniques on getting these actually installed. Some people do it by hand, which is, I think, ideal. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Other people, sounds like they might struggle with it a little bit, and end up using a rag and a rubber mallet and tapping it. Just be really careful if you do that. You know, you don't wanna ding these up or scratch them, you know, your brand new cap. So I would advise, like I did here, we did this yesterday, I cleaned the wheel really good, and knock the rust and stuff off of it, put a fresh coat of paint, just so we have a good, clean, fresh start, and I think that'll help the installation process. So we'll give this a go here, and we'll just try to snap it right on. And I'd probably avoid pushing on the direct center if you can, but it snapped right into place, secure, and that's really all there is to it. So I don't know if I just got lucky or what, but it should just be that easy. I think it looks awesome, you know, so I'll go ahead, do the same thing for the other side to get that knocked out. But with that done, that'll finish up our look at of the Phoenix USA Baby Moon 10.5 and 12-inch hubcaps.